Hi, dear cricket fans, subscribers, and friends of Cricket Happenings. Well, I'm sorry, dear fans, that I'm bringing this report very late. But without further ado, let me get on to it. As you know, I'm going to cover two matches. England requiring 391 runs to win the match found themselves in deep trouble at 81 for 5 at stumps on day 3 of the third Test match of the Ashes series at the Waca ground in Perth after the informed Michael Hussey scored a brilliant century, once again kept the nose of the Aussies in front, and Shane Watson contributed 95 to help Australia to a score of 309 in the second innings. In fact, setting up a target of 390 with 81 runs on for them. Michael Hussey and Watson added 113 for the fourth wicket, with Hussey fed with some short pitch stuff which was promptly dispatched by him to the fence, and Watson playing those handsome drives in front of the wicket, and Finn was at the receiving end. Watson fell 5 short of his century LBW to Tremlett for 11 fours with a score on 177 for 4. Stephen Smith joined and had used 75 useful runs with Hussey, but Tremlett had Smith gloving a ball down the leg side for 36 with 2 fours, and for another 57 runs more. The other half of the English batting order folded, the Australian batting order folded, I would say. Haddin sweeping a 6 of Swan before that, but inside edging onto the stumps of Tremlett for 7. Johnson giving a catch to Bell of Collingwood for 1. Harris pulled a short ball from Finn to be caught by Bell for 1. Siddle edged a cast into the slips garden of Anderson for 8, and Hussey finally fell, pulling a catch to Swan of Tremlett, and Hilfenhaus was out for naught, with Australia all out for 309, with Tremlett getting his 5-wicket haul with figures of 5 for 87. Well, Harris got the first scalp by dismissing Cook LBW for 13 with 1-4. Strauss edged a ball from Johnson that went flying into the slip's hands at slip for 15 with 3 fours after taking a couple of boundaries. England's woes were further compounded by Peterson fishing at a ball outside off stump into the hands of slips for 3, and the score read an unimpressive 55 for 3 for England. Just before close of play, Jonathan Trott, after playing some confident strokes in his score of 31 with 3 fours, edged and Haddin could not catch it, but popped it to Ponting, who held the rebound off the bowling of Johnson, and Collingwood edged to third slip of Harris for 11 off the final ball of the day with 1-4, and England were reduced to 81 for 5 at close of play, with night watchman Anderson at the crease not out. Well, as far as this match is concerned, I will see whether if I have time I would make an analysis of it, but before that, as far as the bowling figures were concerned, for England, Anderson 26 overs 7 minutes 1 for 65. Tremlett was absolutely superb, 24 overs 4 minutes 87 runs and 5 wickets. Stephen Finn 21 overs 4 minutes 3 for 97. Swan 9 overs no maiden none for 51. Collingwood 6 overs 3 maidens 1 for 3. As far as the England innings are concerned, as I said, they really faltered here. They have a mountain to climb. They have 310 runs with 5 wickets remaining. Probably Australia has the best chance tomorrow to level the Ashes series. Hilfenhaus 10 overs 4 maidens 1 for 16. Ryan Harris 6 overs 1 maiden 2 for 22. Mitchell Johnson 7 overs 1 maiden 2 for 28. And Petersfield 4 overs 1 maiden none for 8. So dear cricket fans, if I get time on this YouTube broadcast, I will come back and basically do an analysis of the match and what are the prospects which could be we can look at as far as the third Test match is concerned on the fourth day. Well, now let's shift our attention down to South Africa, Centurion Supersport Park, where the first Test match between South Africa and India, and stumps on day 3. India really having a big imposing lead first to really clear. They are trailing by 294 runs currently, after South Africa made a very massive score of 620 for 4 wickets declared. And well, let me tell you, it was built around today. Ashim Amla and Kallis carried on from the centuries they had yesterday, and today it was Kallis who got his maiden double century. Amla once again showing prolific form, actually making 140 of 202 balls with 14 fours and 1 6. But Jack Kallis was absolutely superb, stroking the ball to all parts of the field. He was not out on 201 of 270 balls, 15 fours and 5 sixes. But the man of the moment was AB de Villiers. AB de Villiers becoming the fastest South African to reach a century in Test matches. 129. He made 100 of just 75 deliveries. In fact, he was the one who really, I would say, expedited the declaration by Graham Smith, as AB de Villiers smashed the bowlers all across the park. 12 fours and 5 sixes. He handled Harbhajan especially well by actually smacking him for sixes. And Harbhajan couldn't do anything, because if you see Harbhajan's figures, it was all ravaged by AB de Villiers, who really spoiled the figures for Harbhajan. 36 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 169. and he was very, very severe on Harbhajan as he put him for a six, two sixes consecutively. And well, as far as the strokes are concerned, well, his pulling, his driving, everything was absolutely confidence personified. Jack Scalise, well, as I said, maiden double century. He was looking absolutely good with his strokes. He just carried on from where he left off yesterday. But the only wicket that went today was Hashim Amla, who was caught behind the bowling of Ishan Sharma for 140. That was the first wicket. And after that, well, Jack Scalise 201 not out. AB de Villiers 120 of just 112 deliveries with 12 fours and 5 sixes. And then he was caught by Dhoni of the bowling of Sharma for 129. So 620 for 4 wickets declared South Africa, taking a massive lead of 484 runs in the match, with Sreesan 24 overs, 1 maiden, none for 97. Ishan Sharma 27.1 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 120. Vinat 26 overs, 4 maidens, none for 101. Harbhajan Singh 36 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 169. Raina 7 overs, went for 77. He was also smashed by de Villiers. Tendulkar 10 overs, 1 maiden, none for 51. As far as India were concerned, faced with a mammoth lead of 484, they cleared 190 of it. Actually, there was a good opening partnership. In fact, Sehwag played in the Sehwag way by hitting 1-6, and he hit Sotsobe for a 6, and he also hit some very delightful 9 delightful boundaries, basically peppering the field altogether. He made 63 of 79 balls with 9 fours and 1 6, becoming a victim of Paul Harris, that he was caught by Smith for 63. So that was the first wicket to go in for India, 137 for 1. After that, India lost the other opener to Gautam Gambhir, who looked a bit shaky at the start, with Mon Markle and Dale Steyn getting the ball to bounce, and Gambhir was really tested with some short pitch bowling. But Gambhir, well, after that he slowly gathered some confidence and started playing some strokes of the loose balls, and he knew that he had to stay. He did his bit, but then Steyn actually had him wrap LBW for 80. So and he was gone with the score on 170. So 170 for 2 India when Gambhir departed. 80 of 124 balls, 10 fours. And after that, Rahul Dravid played some very good strokes in his score of 28 not out of 48 balls with 5 fours. Ishan Sharma is not out on 7 of 16 balls with 1 4. 190 for 2 India. Another, as I said, mountain to climb. 294 runs to actually wipe off the arrears before putting South Africa. But looks like South Africa really on the ascendant here. Dale Steyn 12 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 38. Mark 11 overs, 1 maiden, none for 38, bowled very well. Sotsobe 9.1 overs, 1 maiden, none for 48. Harris 8 overs, no maiden, 1 for 34. And Callis 4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 23. Well, dear cricket fans, now I'm having time. So first I will do a match analysis of the match between England and Australia. Well, England, I think in the 5th day, on the going into the 4th day, have a lot of things to do. They have their task really cut out there. 310 to win. Well, they have Ian Bell to come. Ian Bell can really grind the attack, but well, as you know, there are 2 more days, so there's a lot of time for Australia to actually throttle England today. And well, even though they have a long way, it all depends, because the bowling was very good from Harris and Johnson, and it looks like, I think it is almost in Australia's back today. I wouldn't be surprised if Australia would be 1-1, because Bell has to really play something extraordinary knock to get England out of this big hole that they are. And Matt Pryor could be good, and it all depends on how Matt Pryor is also a good batsman, whether he can come to the party. Swan has to contribute in his own way, and probably give Australia a real fight there. But looks like almost going Australia's way. The ball, there is some bounce in the pitch, and we are coming into the pitch is going to be the 4th day. Spinners might come into the equation. Probably Smith might come there, but well, the pace bowlers are the one who have been delivering the goods. Alphanos 1 wicket, 2 wickets each to Ryan Harrison, Mitchell Johnson. Peter Siddle just bowled 4 overs. So it is going to be very interesting. But England have a major task on hand, and let me tell you, Michael Hussey is looking. I mean, he has just turned that out of form into total inform. And what batting Hussey does, like if he drives, it's a sight to see. And well, so I think it's almost, it's in Australia's bag. We are going to have a 1-1 Ashes series leveled, I suppose. That makes it all the more interesting. And so let's hope that we have some exciting cricket in store here at the waca ground in Perth, and the third test of the Ashes series. As far as the this test, the South Africa Test Series, the first Test match is concerned, well, what to talk about devilliers? Devilliers, as I said, man of the moment, stroking that wonderful 129, making a century in 75 balls, becoming the first South African to score the fastest century there of just 75 deliveries. And well, there's nothing in the pitch there. Remember, dear cricket fans, absolutely nothing in the pitch. Pitch is playing true and easy. Well, India, initially there was a good commitment. The openers played well. Gautam Gambhir and Sehwag combined well. Dravid is looking confident in his score of 28 of 48 balls. And the night watchman. So India have a big batting order to follow. And the score, looking at the pitch, if with more application India could play. And probably this is somewhere where I feel that India could actually wipe off the 284 runs because the pitch is playing very true and slow. I mean, there's nothing in the pitch really. So I give a chance to India to play because they have a long batting lineup, and I'm sure they would have a great amount of application in the second innings for sure. Dhoni would have already geared up his boys, and I'm sure India will put up a much better performance here. But South Africa, I know for sure, would like to really wrap it up as quickly as possible and go one zip in the series. Well, we have to wait and watch what really goes on here at the Supersport Park in Centurion in South Africa. Stumps on day 3. India requiring another 94 runs to make South Africa bat again, and they are 190 for 2 at the end of the third day. So, dear cricket fans, I don't have much to share other than that. The 30 probables have been announced for various teams. Like India have announced their probables. I mean, there's nothing much of a surprise. Yes, Irfan Pathan is not figuring in that, and also there's no place for one more player. I'm just trying to recollect who it is. Irfan Pathan for sure is not there. Rahul Dravid doesn't find a place, which according to me is not so surprising because Rahul Dravid is not really tailor-made, and youngsters have to be given a chance. And also, as far as England, Samit Patel makes his place into the 30 probables. Australia have gone James Pattinson into the squad. So there's not much, really much cricket news then. We have to just wait and watch how the waca in Perth and Supersport Park in Centurion really pans out. So until then, dear cricket fans, this is Ram, just wishing you all a nice weekend. And sorry that I had to bring you a late broadcast. That's it, dear cricket fans, friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. This is Ram signing off. Thank you.